Hi, it's Steve Seidel again from the Seidel Agency. We're going to talk about how you can build a successful medical practice. And so it starts with your foundation. We want to make sure that you have all the systems in place, the systems, solutions, and then lastly, the strategies that you're going to activate. But what we want to ensure is that you have a solid foundation, a solid mission, and you understand why it is you do what you're doing. So for example, we start with our mission here at the Seidel Agency, and then we bridge our way into the messaging. So once we understand why you started, who you deliver, what dreams that you can help attain, then we're going to work towards the messaging. What is it? What are the stories that you're telling? What are the opportunities that the patients as well as your staff can achieve as a result? So to go from good to great. For us, we do good, give back, make an impact. And then lastly, which most people think starts here, it's the final component, is the marketing. Then you move into the marketing and how you're going to build the movement. But today we're going to focus, if you look at this little diagram here, you start up, you validate the market. We know about the market. You make an offer. What offers are you creating? Then you're going to build that brand and create a store, which is, an opportunity, your website, all of your materials, and then you're going to grow that audience. Once people start to learn about you, how can you incentivize them to tell friends? Then you're going to start driving more traffic, and then the sales are going to go up, and then you're going to scale up. But today we're going to start with the foundation and some of the key tenets that you can implement in order to be a successful practice. And so we have a formula that we work with. It is 21 ways to build a successful aesthetic practice. So congratulations for taking the plunge. You're in a great industry. We've been doing this for over half a decade. So these are what we found are the commonalities amongst all the practices. So first and foremost, your 5-year plan. What's your goal? What do you want to achieve? Make sure that all of your staff is on board as well, and all your NPs, your PAs, whomever is on board, so that you have that 5-year plan. Those are your stretch goals. And then you're going to have your yearly goals and your quarterly goals, obviously. But what do you want as a practice to happen in 5 years? And you need to set that down, write it down, and then you hold yourself accountable. Secondly, these staff incentives are key. You have to incentivize your staff to become part of a team. There's no I in team, obviously, but what we want are the team members within your organization to continue to help you grow. You have that 1 + 1 = 3. You want to create that synergy and incentivize them. There's programs like strategies, part of what you're doing here, watching these videos will help you do that as well. Google My Business. So there's a couple of places where people are going to come when they look for practices. They're going to go online on your website. They're going to look up your reviews and your feedback on Google. And then they're also going to look at your social media. So Google My Business, it's the largest ranking search engine, and you can actually get in there and update your search terms, put some pictures, and make sure that you have the key search terms for the medical devices that you have purchased, whether it's RF microneedling, hair restoration, neurotoxins, you name it. But you really want to make sure that you have those keywords in that Google My Business listing, and then with your website, we'll get into that a little bit further. Number 4, listings and reviews. Word of mouth is huge. So where should you put your reviews? Well, there's a handful of places to put them, but right now, one of the places that we primarily suggest is Google, because Google is driving the search engine. It's driving people to your pages. And so if you can invest in Google, there's other tools such as Bird Eye or Yext or different tools that become an intermediary before you get to the Google review. So for Bird Eye, for example, it's a simple platform where you're satisfied with your service. It'll text somebody. If they say no, they're not going to send them the Google link. If they say yes, they'll send them the Google review link. But make sure that you're updating those reviews, and that's all run out of Google My Business. So however you can get those reviews would be preferred. Ideally, you get them when they're in the practice. They film a video, and you can record it while they're in there, and you can put it on social media. You can transcribe it. You can take a picture. If they do a video, the opportunities are endless. However, Google is a primary place for your search engine. Online booking links. So everyone is busy these days. So whether or not you're using Aesthetic Record or Vagaro or any number of tools, having a booking link can really make it easy for people to book through. So make sure that there's a tool that allows individuals to book a consultation or even to book an appointment. And so on your website, instead of just a contact us page, You can be a little bit more immersive and have a drop down. They could choose consultation, ask questions, but give them an opportunity to book online and put that online booking link in your social media profile. Website optimization is key. You want to make sure that your website is mobilely responsive because everybody's searching from, yeah, you guessed it, their phones nowadays. So make sure that it's mobilely responsive. If you need to work with a web designer, there's plenty of providers out there. We can take a look at it as well at the Seidel agency. But it needs to be mobilely responsive. It's your calling card. You want to update your specials. You want to make sure that what people are clicking on, you have insights around. You can look at a tool called Crazy Egg. That'll allow you to see what people are clicking on. Payment plans. We got to overcome those objectives. Make sure you have a payment plan, whether it's Patient Fi, Care Credit, Cherry. There's any number of tools, but having that payment plan will allow you to overcome objections. So when you're starting out, get that payment plan and make sure to use that freely within those consultations. Cherry's great. You don't have to actually run credit with that. There's other sites that are similar to that as well. Number 8, your accounting. You really want to know your P&L, your profits and your losses. So having an itemized breakdown in terms of what the consumables cost, what the pricing is, what the staff looks like. That's where we really, really urge you to have a practice manager and they can oversee that. But without knowing your P&L and what you're spending on all these services, you're not really going to push yourself to where you want to get to in that 5-year plan. Legal counsel goes without saying. You should have an attorney look over your documents. You should have them look over any sort of agreements. Don't just sign it. You can use online tools like PandaDoc or DocuSign. Those are great tools where you can sign them and send them over. Cancellation policy. So if somebody's booking at your practice, we highly suggest that you get a credit card on file. Let them know this is standard protocol for safety. We need to make sure that it's all cleaned up, make sure that nobody else is occupying the space. If you don't show up, it's a $50 charge. We will apply it towards another treatment further on down the line. But that cancellation policy really can help you avoid some no-shows. So now we're moving into lucky number 11, join the program. So having a program to help with your companies, whatever device company you're working with, aesthetic management systems, Allergan, you name it. So if you have an actual service to help with the loyalty programs or even your own membership app with something like, we've worked with other providers where they actually build their own membership app. You can have that as well. That's called Repeat MD. So, but just making sure that you incentivize them to join the program. They feel like they're part of the group. Number 12 is niche down. You really want to specialize in a niche. We don't serve everyone. Find out who your niche is. It could be a busy mom. It could be moms that are trying to now step into their newfound freedom. It could be, anti-aging or people that are in the older demographic where you're focusing especially on individuals or moms that are going through menopause. So find that niche and really focus in on that. Could be Fit 5, Fit 6, you name it. That rolls into 13, your target audience. You really want to make sure you're targeting your audience. When you speak to people, whether it's marketing or your materials in-house or online, you want to say you. Don't say our patients. We want to offer you, we don't want to offer our patients. When you say you, that speaks to the end user. And make sure that you clearly define that. You probably want to have somebody in their 30s, in their 40s, in their 50s, maybe make a little user avatar or profile around what their likes are. Maybe they like Desperate Housewives. So then if you do a post in between Desperate Housewives and watching Below the Deck, make sure to come in and get your free consultation or on your skincare or your skincare regimen, or maybe you charge for consultations. But 14 is really important as well, the training. Now that you have this new device, we want you to begin training. Start with some key staff members and yourself and individuals within your practice, so then you can capture that. Shoot video of that, shoot images of that, so you have before and after to put on your social media. You can also put it in a little book where you're sitting at your front desk so you can look through the before and afters. Or if you have a waiting room screen, those are really great. VRTLY, Vertly, or TouchMD. These allow you to really showcase your services so people can see what it is that you offer. But that training is key because all of your staff members need to know exactly how it's working, the key assets, the attributes, as well as understanding that they believe in this product, because you can't sell or share, if you will, about a treatment that you don't have confidence in. So 15, the gateway treatments. We all know about the injectables, toxins, as well as fillers. Some of the more hair restoration for the new emerging markets. Also PRP. There's various ways to work with PRP, whether or not it's through RF microneedling or with injectables for hair restoration. These are all great ways where people learn about them. These are common procedures that have become just like Kleenex back in the day. Well, now the toxins became something that becomes synonymous with your practice, and people, or patients, if you will get to know, like, and trust you as you educate them on those treatments. Skincare, 16, retail, should be about 20% of your business. So make sure that regardless of what treatments or devices that you're working with, that you do have a pre and or a post-op revitalizing complex or serums or different other opportunities where you can sell that retail so that they can have a successful outcome. Because they're going to be worried about a couple of things. They're going to be worried about the cost. They're going to be worried about the downtime. And they're also going to be worried about how soon can I get this done and get back to work. So when you have skincare or retail, then you can also accompany your treatments with that. 17, we talked about it a little bit earlier. The before and afters are the livelihood to your growth. They're going to want to see these transformations. So if you're working with a medical provider, there's a lot of before and afters that they already deliver you. Just make sure to credit them, mention the doctor. You can write courtesy of, but start showcasing this so that people can start asking questions. We want to create a dialogue. We want to communicate back and forth. Number 18, find a partner. So in terms of partners, there could be an industry adjacent partner. So if you're working as a med spa or a derm, there could be hair, there could be nails, there could be chiropractors. But having these partnerships allows you to sort of create campaigns, to do raffles, giveaways, to have events, but also share some of your patient base so that you can refer new business to them and they can refer it back to you. We strongly suggest that you have a charity partner so that individuals can vote with their dollar and they feel like when they visit you, they're voting with their dollar. The buyer's journey. So you really want to know about the buyer's journey. So what is it like when they step into your practice? Is it welcoming? Is there music? Is there foliage? Are there plants? Is there somebody that welcomes you when you come in? Do you have a bottle of water? Really go through that entire experience so that throughout the process, the patients feel welcome. They feel at home. They feel as if that concierge service that you're delivering them is making an impact. Texting them on the way home, that's a great opportunity to really remain consistent with them, check in on their results, encourage them to send those after photos because you will have already gotten them while they're there. And ideally, they have a little checkbox on your intake form for social media. If they put their social media name, then most likely they would be okay with you sharing their experience or capturing an image. So I would strongly suggest you do that. Another thing you can do is you could have a colored clipboard. You could also have a different color of pen or take them to a different room. So if you have a blue clipboard versus a white clipboard, maybe the blue means that they are new. And when somebody's walking with a blue clipboard, everybody can say, "Welcome, we hope you enjoy your experience." Or if it's a white one, somebody can say, "Welcome back, it's good to see you again." And then that way it really tailors the experience. 20, social media is crucial. It's word of mouth marketing. We have a couple of other trainings in and around that. We have the $100,000 Royal treatment where we break down posts, but we really want to connect with users. If they come in and they follow you on social media, you could follow them back. Obviously, you don't give medical advice on social media, but you can communicate with them via direct messaging and ask them to call you. That social media, that's one of those checkpoints. You're going to have your optimized website. You can have your social media, which changes every day. We suggest posting at least once a day, whether or not you're doing it in-house or working with somebody like ourselves or another third party. But that gives them updated content so that they can know, like, and trust you. And you can educate, entertain, and inform them on all the amazing things that you are doing. And last but not least, you need to set up a referral engine. So how are you going to generate new business? The number one thing that you should be asking when somebody comes to your practice, how did you hear about us? The referral source. So if you hear the same name being said over and over again, or social media, or we found you at one of your partner stores, then you're going to begin to know that that's an opportunity for you to double down. And so with that internal and then the external marketing, the internal marketing is educating patients when they're in there, putting signs up, a sign at the front desk to follow on social media. The external marketing will be the emails, social media, maybe some paid ads on Google and Facebook. But you want to make sure that you know where the traffic is coming from. And that's where that referral engine is highly, highly successful, especially social media and Instagram, where people can click on these links and you can determine where it's coming from. If you have affiliate links from skincare or other providers, you can set all that up as well, and then you'll know that they're coming through there. But that's just a quick recap on the 21 ways to build a highly successful aesthetic practice. If you have any questions, you can email me, steve@theseidelagency.com. And we look forward to hearing more about your journey, and we know you will be successful. So do good, give back, and make an impact. And thank you again for watching. Take care.